Look at this. Look at this position. Cake is completely helpless. He's the one on the bottom. And here comes Seggo to punish him while he's helpless. But the clone, again, like I was saying earlier, is covering him. And look at how he turned it into. Look at what he turned it into. Look at this beast of a player. He's so smart. Like, that is nuts. He turned this disadvantage into an advantage state. Like, he's so good, bro. Holy shit. Hey guys, it's Rottweiler back at it again with another video, and today I'm going to be doing a set review of Seggo versus CakeAssault Set 2 Grand Finals of Heatwave 5. So sit back, relax, and get some snacks, because it's going to be a fun video. So here we go, game 1 into set 2. We got Cake, obviously opting 4s, Olympia for Seggo. Okay, gets opened up here by the Olympia up air. Is probably her best move after back air and gem have been nerfed at this point. So Seggo using it very well to his favor. Great down tilt to catch the landing from CakeAssault. Okay, great fares. Looking for an early drop there from that plat from Seggo's Olympia. Doesn't give it to him and then punishes it himself. It feels like so much pressure from the gem there. He feels like as if he has to roll out of the corner. Because Cake is not one to just roll like that when he's feeling pressure. He'll just fight back. He'll fight back or he'll do another option. You know, something that's evasive, not like, well, something evasive that's not as committal like a roll, you know. So that's insane. Oh, great combo. That was nuts. Let's look at this conversion real quick. That was actually insane. He comes down with Nair 1, but the outer portion of Nair 1. Yeah, Nair 1. Okay, so Nair 1, you can either be brought in behind him, but if it's the tip of Nair 1, you'll go in that direction. And Cake realizes he gets Nair 1, or either realizes or reacts, whatever, and gets fair, waveland, cape. And now it's like, all right, I've been getting hit a lot. Let me just hold the wave because it's down tilt's about to come out, and I'm not trying to get back aired or down aired after taking this much damage. And actually, you get hit by forward smash 2 on DI out, and you die as a result because you overthought it. Then again, it's like it's a 50-50, so you can't really blame the guy. Okay, now Combust is online. Down there, okay, great DI from Seggo not to get bared there. Ooh, and this is, oh, okay, wow, that actually made him fast fall. So look at this. This is what I'm saying. This crystal is so powerful, and it doesn't even have to hit you to be powerful. Look at this. So Cake gets hit off stage here, fair. Actually, Cake should be looking for that fall through aerial right there because that's like the second time or third time Olympia or Seggo's Olympia has gone for that. So this is ridiculous. So he gets knocked off stage from fair. Crystal gets sent out after him, right? He is in this crystal and he's like, I got to get out of here quick. I'm actually shut off from using smoke and clone this high up because those take a while to, you know, generate. I believe clones, it's like the clone animation is like 26 frames. Correct me if I'm wrong. So that's a long time to just be like standing still in this like crystal. So it's like, all right, I gotta get out of here. So this forces him exactly Seggo was going for it in case Cake did it. And what did he lose from that? Absolutely nothing except the crystal, obviously. So it's like Cake was forced low because this just was in his face, right? And this is the tricky part. I mean, to be honest, maybe in later sets in the future, Cake would next time try to fair that crystal so he doesn't feel like he has to go low here. But lack of matchup experience, so I'm assuming that's why he just chose to say, forget that, I'm going down here. And because he's low, he actually opens himself to a lot more counterplay, right? Thankfully for him, he doesn't actually get hit, but the ability to get counterplay there was there. Oh my goodness, Seggo's going for the rawest of side Bs, and I believe Cake SD's here, which is really sad. Cake's up air usage is just disgusting. Speaking of up air, oh my goodness, this is what I'm talking about. This might be her best move. Let's go back. Could he have gotten a kill off of this? Like literally, like this move is insanely broken. Up air, up air, up air, up air. You honestly, if that was a falling up air instead of a double jump nair, I think it might have been better. But I know Seggo, after watching a couple of his sets in the past, likes using Nair 2 and up B. So he was probably looking for an up B after he saw the other up airs connect, and he was probably thinking up B in his mind. So he's like, all right, I got the Nair, looking for up B, but then he realizes not enough damage, so he goes for another up air, and then Cake DIs it away from him, so he can't get anything else. I think that's what happened there. But either all that said and done, Cake has basically a full stock lead, which is kind of funny even after all that. But could have gotten cheese there with the right amount of up airs and placement of the up airs. That was definitely an up B kill. Wow. That back air just sent her literally nowhere. Wow, that was actually smart by Cake. Does cape one and then reads a jump out of it. What the heck is going on down here? Okay. Oh, yeah, you're going to get a free downstroke. No amount of real back is going to save you from that one. All right, so that was a great game. Was it 1 or 2 from Cake? Game 1. That was game 1. Now, up airs come out. No one dies. That's looking pretty good for Cake. Oh, wow. Just hard commits to that forward smashing and eats a couple fairs for it. And now this is a horrible position to be in. Gets crystallized. Recrystallized. Oh, this is the clip. Okay, yeah. Okay, so here's the thing. So this is just like the result of a lot of force burn being played over the years and a lot of specific counterplay coming into position, because let's ignore this first crystal, right? Ignore this. Ignore that. This is actually where the money is. So let's say that crystal never actually worked. That gem, let's say that never actually crystallized him. Imagine if Forest Burn actually up B'd against the wall as normal while Olympia is charging this. She would armor through the up B and punish it with this. And now you're guaranteed to take up B, because you can't DI. If I'm correct, is this an ad? Now they know they wrong. And you're guaranteed to take an up B into fair, like I was basically trying to say. Okay. And that's insane. We've gotten to the point where Forest Burns are recovering for, well, I say Forest Burns, but it's literally just Cake. But yep, he eats a gem. Fair. Very unfortunate. So, falling fair. Crystallize, guaranteed. Second fair, you're going to die. Make sure he's dead. All 3 stocks. Willows for the tech trap there with clone pop into dare. Doesn't really get the dare though, so yeah. But he's already taking 35%, but he takes the stock. So 35, you know, if you can stop the bleeding here, you should be fine. Oh my gosh, could have been reversal there into a couple up airs up B. Doesn't die like that, thankfully. That's an awful way to go down. Okay, building some damage up with these fairs and up airs. This is the CakeAssault effect, where he just like nickels and sometimes he nickels and dimes you to death. Other times she just blows up and you die, you know what I'm saying? So, oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. So that was clean. That was a scary scenario, but Cake gets out of that pretty unscathed. And honestly, he's still nickel and diming his way back into the lead here. Like, he was a 3 stock or a 2 stock difference here. 3-1. And here come these up airs. This up air is so busted in Cake's hands. It's honestly so funny. You remember they actually nerfed Forest Burn's up air, like in terms of its hitbox. It used to hit a lot lower. And when you watch Cake, you realize why they nerfed it. And oh, looks for a fair crystal fair. I actually love this combo. It's very akin to raster slipstream claps. So like, I don't even believe that crystal fair is like true in that way you do it, but it happens so quickly, and it usually catches DI in because you're holding away from her. So like, people just end up getting like slipstream clapped, you know, type of thing. But Cake not falling for it, and also opting to recover past the shenanigan with down B there. Very good adaptation. Uses the claw. This is such a strong recovery from Cake, by the way. This is such a strong recovery. So gets hit off stage, makes a clone. So it's already a 50-50, right? Already 50-50. But Cake has this thing where he oftentimes, I believe the one time I talked to Cake about Forest Burn's recovery in person, he told me it's all about the clone. That's how you make this recovery work. It's all about the clone. And if you can literally see it right here. So Cake is going low. He is the one on the very bottom, right? And the clone is going high. Now what this does is he times it so the clone never actually up B's, right? Until he's ready for it to up B. So Cake went low. And then once he established himself with this up B here against the wall, he said, okay, clone, now you can up B. And why does he tell the clone he can up B now? Because normally wall jumping and double jumping on stage is everyone does that. Everyone does that basically, right? But even though that's readable and you can punish it, it's very hard to punish that when the clone is right there, right? And he's covering himself with the clone's up B. That's what he means by it's all about the clone. It doesn't matter if I do a predictable recovery sometimes, because even if it's predictable, it's hard to deal with because the clone's exploding right next to me. So what, you're going to like parry this clone up B? You're going to have to, because if you don't, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? So, and in that scenario, it wasn't even possible to parry that clone up B because it was so high that if you're on the ground, I don't think you can even parry it. So that was like a perfect recovery. And that's what he means by that's all about the clone. Sorry about that. Oh my God. Okay, I like this, but like, why? Okay, so like, this is good, right? Obviously, look for up air, back air. That would probably killed that high up. So he gets a dash tech on the landing, and then Seggo DI's away, obviously to get away, and he ends up on the ground. He misses tech, so this cape is guaranteed because you're in flinch when you miss tech. So cape down tilt. He already guessed wrong, and he guessed wrong here because every other time Cake has gone for forward smash 2, which would have killed on out DI here, obviously. So he holds in, goes straight up, terrible DI. I mean, obviously it's a mix-up. I'm shocked Cake didn't opt here for back air because it was guaranteed, but we both know that it wouldn't have killed. So even, I mean, I was thinking he wanted the off-stage positioning here, but he doesn't. He opts the up air to extend the combo, get more damage before the finisher, which is smart. But it's so hard to combo off of this. But he ends up still comboing off it anyway and gets a dare spike, which is nice because now it's like, do I tech this or do I just bounce off the ground here? Personally, I'm always bouncing off the ground here. I'm like, forget this tech chase. I'm not putting myself in a tech chase. Seggo opts to go for the tech chase, and Cake doesn't react fast enough. He went to the right first and then went to the left, so he doesn't get a guaranteed thing here and goes for like a parry read, which he doesn't get, and he dies off the top. Like, Cake, okay, so what happened there when you really break that, after I break that down, I realized that Cake understood. He's on his last stock. He's at kill percent, as we just saw, right? Cake has to make his opening kill. So he's like, all right, back air's not going to kill here. I really don't want to have to deal with her recovery mix-ups in this scenario, because if I guess wrong, I'm at kill percent, and I don't want to play against Seggo when I'm at kill percent. So he's like, I have to kill you from this interaction. How can I get more damage? All right, well, down tilt, up air, down air reset, basically extend the combo, read the tech, and go for a kill. If I'm Cake there, I'm not looking for no F smash. I'm looking for a down strong, right? But he just couldn't pull it. He couldn't pull everything together. I mean, it's easier for me to say that I'm not in the position. I don't have the nerves, right? I'm not in that like moment, right? But like a down strong is what he probably should have been looking for. And that's what I'm just going to say as a spectator, right? Or a commentator, whatever, analyst, all three. But that's what I'm looking for. And I think he was looking for everything, basically. He was just trying to like make sure he can get the kill. Hard to do. Very, very hard to do. But that's what, look at him. He nodded his head. He's like, yeah, I try. I almost had it. Good shit. Okay, looking for an opening here with that falling up air. Oh my gosh. Seggo looking for like a roll or defensive option. That's why he okay, so right here, let me just explain what I'm talking about. So Seggo, he gets an opening. Yep, side B, right? And after he lands this, he starts running, right? And he runs past Cake on purpose. This is not an accident. He's waiting for Cake to do something, right? Like, let's say he's running at Cake to invoke a response. Like, I'm running right at you. I'm like literally on top of you, like right here. Like, so Cake can roll, he can parry, he can feel some kind of like defense. And this is good for Seggo because it's like, this is data. So he's running past you to see your defensive habits. So he's running past you. Are you going to parry? Are you going to type the roll here? What are you going to do? Let me see. For the next time I get in this position, I'm going to punish you because I have the data now. So he's running past him, waiting for a parry or a roll. And the moment Cake gives it to him, he's going to run back in and punish it, right? But he doesn't. Oh my God. Actually, he does. Oh my God. I didn't even that's actually insane. So, oh my God. So Cake did not roll. Cake did not parry. Cake jumped away, and Seggo reacted to that or read it. So that's nuts. That's actually more insane, to be honest. Everybody rolls or I don't know. I don't know. That was just nuts. That was insane. It just like guaranteed damage, you know. Her side special is so terrifying. I swear, dude. Okay, great. Okay, that time he went for an early crystal pop in case Cake went for a fast recovery. Wow. Okay. Reaches up the gem. Oh! That almost, oh my gosh, I'm actually shocked Cake didn't die with that DI. Okay. So he gets rid of this smoke with neutral special, right? Cake stalls his recovery to the point where okay, that's actually incredible. So Seggo was eyeballing the hell out of Cake's recovery, right? He sees him use his air dodge. He sees him use his double jump. He sees him use a clone, right? Even his wall jump. So he's like, all right, you've used everything. You have to up B on stage. You have to. So he wave dashes back preemptively instead of, I mean, he could have obviously also just parried this, but it's honestly even more insane. So instead of him parrying, he just wave dashes back to the maximum space that Cake can reappear from, and he just punishes with the F strong, and her F strong already has massive range, but even if it just hit the clone, which I don't think it even does, it would extend it to the second one anyway. But this is just great coverage. Or everything. Oh, that was swaggy. Not gonna lie. You rarely see Olympias intentionally use the up air spike, and he was going for it here. So dare, side B, run off up air spike. That would have been so sick. So let's go back. This side B is actually insane. So, okay. Crystal, right? Cake opts to destroy the crystal with his back air, which opens him. Oh, that's what I'm saying. You hit the crystal, right? But then you get punished for hitting the crystal. It's like, what do you do? So you get dared for hitting her crystal, and you DI away from her, obviously, because that's what you do. And it puts you on this plat. And now Seggo, instead of going for an immediate side B, he respects the fact that Cake has the option to tech here, right? Once he recognizes Cake did not tech, he lets it rip, right? And now you get hit, and now he gets a, oh my god, it's like the way he uses side B is so smart. He double jumps to follow you, and then he gets the fair spike, and then he's like, I'm too swag, nigga, I'm a run off up air, but it doesn't land. But god, if it did, that would have been the sickest shit. Love to see it. Down, he's getting a lot of downers to stock in this game in general. Another fair, and then even if you okay, so that's insane. So look at this. I know I'm rewinding a lot, but there's a lot. What is happening to Twitch? I don't care about no Fortnite. This is so annoying. Like, all right, so right here, he dies, right? Gets dared, right? Fair. And here's the crazy part about this fair. Even if he DI'd this to like live or whatever, Seggo is already in the mindset of Cake immediately using smoke or clone the moment he has the opportunity to, and he's covering that. So let's say Cake lives this fair, right? Seggo's making the read here that you're gonna immediately make a clone. You're gonna immediately do a smoke stall. You're gonna do like something like stalls your recovery to give you a better recovery, and I'm gonna be there in case you do it and can kill you for it. Like that's why he's out here. That's insane. Like he's already ready for that. Like that's like a foreshadowing. Like, yo, Cake, you can't do this. Like if you do this, I'm gonna. Ooh, and that sucks. This reminds me of like when Sylvanos's do like up B in the other direction. Like this happens all the time. Even sometimes happens with Rano. It's like for some reason like you get the opposite, the wrong side of up B, and you just die. Adaptation. Wow. That the rare case. The rare case that Forrest Burns' dagger actually being like disjointed actually comes into play. Like look at this. I'm trying to down tilt you, outranged by the jab. Oof. And then Cake's actually a monster. Look at this. Look at this. This is actually nuts. This is what. See, I tell people this stuff all the time. Let me get to the actual point. The part. Okay, so right here, right. I tell people this all the time. Being used to how people deal with certain situations is a huge part of being a really good player. It's because some people have like this notion of, wow, that was the very first time I rolled. How did he read that, right? Or I didn't even give him like that data or whatever, right? There's no reason for him to do this to me, right? It's not you that they're reading here. It's just what people like to do in these scenarios that they're used to, right? Because this jab, max range jab down tilt, Cake understands the moment he lands this down tilt that Seggo's going to hold away, right? Because he can't get anything guaranteed off of this, anything at all, right? But what does he read after this? I'm going to wave dash after you, and you're going to jump away from me. And look at, he's already fairing. If you look at Forsberg very closely, he's already started the fair animation. Cake was already thinking about you jumping away, and it's not like Seggo gave him any prior knowledge of this. Cake just knows people like to jump away from him, and he catches that and gets more damage out of a situation where you get nothing guaranteed. Like that, bravo! And Seggo did that earlier too with his his read, like when he ran past him, this is top level gameplay. You're so familiar with what people like to do in the game that you're just already one step ahead. I already know you're gonna do this because I've seen it so often. And that up air was beautiful. Crystal dropped through. Wow, I'm actually very honestly, I'm shocked at Seggo's patience here because look at this, beautiful up air by the way. But like, look at this. So he gets that nair too, right? Sets the crystal up, right? And now he can act. At this point, he can act. And obviously Seggo is eyeballing the hell out of Cake's fours here, right? The moment you see him commit to this nair, bro, that's a drop through plat fair right here. You know what I'm saying? Like, boom, like, right? But he responds so late, and then he doesn't get anything off of it. But gets a hard read F strong, bro. That's insane. Like, he could have gone straight up. He could have. You know what? He got that read because he understood Cake doesn't want to. Cake has low key been skipping the crystal setup, so he already. This is insane. I'm realizing the plays as it's happening. He made that F strong read because Cake was so tired of dealing with the crystal setup. So he's like in the down B setup, right? Oh my god, because Seggo was constantly jumping off stage to start charging that down special, right? And Cake has been having to adapt to that by just being on stage. Well, what happens if he doesn't jump off stage with down B? You get F smashed. That's crazy. That's actually so smart. These players. And goes for jab to up B. I actually really like that, not gonna lie. I kind of like Crag, jab into kill setup. Oh, landing bear. That's not gonna be safe. Or dare, I mean. Very predictable. And then dies to up B? That's annoying. You know, it's like it's almost like he was outranged by up B. Oh. Cake, look at Cake. Cake literally just said, I think it said, God fucking damn it. Look at this. God fucking damn it. Horse shit. I love CakeAssault so much. Alex, bro. Alex is he's so pissed. So now he's down a game in a position where he was like edge guarding, which sucks. But hey, that's fighting games. So up air. This up air is so busted. It's like a forest burnt up air, but doesn't need as much precision. Ooh, yeah. Oh my gosh. So that sucks. I don't know. That was fucked up, and it only happened because like the exact positioning he was in when he got hit by it. Parry's up air or up tilt 3 doesn't get anything off of it really. Oh my gosh, and then oh my gosh, Cake. Look at the adaptation here. So Cake, obviously after he gets parried, goes back to neutral, whatever, right? Look at Cake. Look at him. He really wants to land his up tilt, right? But he lands on the plat and up tilt, even though Seggo's not there because he's reading. Like Cake is reading something with this up tilt, and the fruits of that is like bared right here. He was reading a dash in or like a plat drop from Seggo this entire time. That's why he kept up tilting like that, right? So it's like he up tilts, finally gets it, and gets an opening from it, right? And that's a lot of good damage right there, right? And look at this damage he got from that. Like that was like 50 damage he got from that one opening, and that's again this amazing adaptation. English language, wow. Oh, that doesn't kill. Okay. I was kind of scared that would kill, to be honest. Okay, reads the wow. It just Cake feeling so pressured from the corner here that he's rolling. Wow. Okay, it takes a gamble because I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if Seggo knew that was the correct clone, but he took the gamble and got rewarded from it, which was nice. But if he did, like props. I like that. Retreats with oh my gosh, how do you DI this side B? Okay, up air spike. Shock no dare, to be honest. Like Seggo's oh my gosh, beautiful. Oh my, this convert. Oh, that down B. Oh, that down B was a saving grace. This is actually such a beautiful conversion from Cake. Again, but look at this though. Let's go back and let's talk about this one more time. So let's go back. Okay, here we go. Cake goes off stage, right? He commits in his up air, gets whiff punish, right? Off stage. Look at how he uses the clone. Let's just look at it. He makes the clone. The clone double jumps immediately because it was if you don't let it just fall down, if you let it do its thing, it will always double jump immediately when it's spawned because it wants to recover. So it double jumps and it up Bs at the same time Cake up Bs. But the difference is that it's much higher. Honestly, no. Cake makes sure he up B'd first because you can see it. The clone is coming second. Look at this. Look at this position. Cake is completely helpless. He's the one on the bottom. And here comes Seggo to punish him while he's helpless. But the clone, again, like I was saying earlier, is covering him. And look at how he turned it into. Look at what he turned it into. Look at this beast of a player. He's so smart. Like, that is nuts. He turned his disadvantage into an advantage state. Like, he's so good, bro. Holy shit. That was so nuts. That was so nuts. I had to be kind of quiet because, like, it's 7 a.m. and my neighbors are, like, over there probably sleeping. But, like, what the fuck is this guy, bro? This is why Cake is #1. But here we go. Oh, my God. That was insane. So, look at this. First of all, I love Olympia's ground combo. Like, her ground game is actually sick. So this dash tech is insane. So clean 36% from Seggo's Olympia ground game, right? Reads the tech, right? Gets this everything he's doing right now is absolutely beautiful, right? Get off stage. He throws the crystal, right? And he ends it early because he wants CakeAssault to do an option. So, like, let's say out of hit stun, right? Oh, this is beautiful. This is actually a beautiful frame to stop. So let's say right out of hit stun there, CakeAssault double jumped or he air dodged, specifically air dodged, right? This crystal would have been guaranteed if he air dodged out of it because now he can't do anything, right? It had been guaranteed, and he get a even bigger punish, right? This is really smart. But look at how Cake responded though. Like, I didn't even peep this the first time I saw this. Look at what he's doing. He's fairing. You know why he's fairing? Because if he hits that, like, if the crystal was like thrown at him, this fair breaks the crystal immediately. Because you can do that if you have enough, like in the right circumstances. This fair actually will just break the crystal, and he wouldn't have to deal with it. So Cake is already showing you he's responding aggressively and not defensively, right? And Seggo, if he's really thinking deep here and paying attention to Cake's habits, this is massive. Because you're like, okay, so next time I throw this crystal, I can just punish, I can whiff punish him, like potentially, like, right? Like, these are things you think about. Once you get to look at this. This is what I'm talking about. This is the okay. He didn't get the fair here, but look at this. This is exactly what I'm talking about. I know I'm all over the place, like with like my commentary, but like there's so much happening and there's so many deep things happening. It's actually so fun to like just. It's hard to cover everything. So like, look at this. So yeah, that didn't work, right? But look, actually look at this. This is nuts. CakeAssault. Is his recovery been found? I think Seggo literally found out how Cake was recovering. Because look at this. Now look at the timing he's placing this down B. He sees the clone is like been like stopping him numerous times of CakeAssault's, you know, his recovery. And so he figures this first one at the top is the clone. And that Cake is going to do the old upbeat, you know, against the wall very high up. And then wall jump, double jump. So he's like, all right, let me cover that. And he covers it by, again, eating the hit with the armor, punishing the up B hit with the crystal, and then up being you, because that's guaranteed, and then you wall jump, and this fair is guaranteed. He air dodges here, which makes it not guaranteed, but I believe he could have got a free fair again. And that is so smart. Like, what are these players? This is adaptation on, like, such a high level. And look at how Cake responds. So, like, okay, Cake's like, all right, he's got that down. So he's doing an immediate up B to break this crystal. Yeah, he gets punished here, goes back off stage. So again, let's look at this, how Cake adapts again with his recovery. Up B, right? This time not against the wall. This time he makes the clone faster. He makes it like, not first. He makes it, well, I guess he makes it later instead of earlier. And now, instead of going lower underneath the clone, he's choosing to recover in the air behind the clone. That is different. He's never recovered like that before. And again, wait, was he the one in front? There's no way, dude. Was he the one in front? There's no way. Let's look at this. Yeah, he was. Wait. Nah, he was the. This man is nuts. He didn't even use the clone to hide behind. He actually just said, I'm going to recover right next to his clone. Was he the one behind? He was the one behind. He wasn't even the one in front. He chose to be the one behind. That's nuts. Right? He's the one behind. He's the one that's crazy. Like I just told you guys for the past like couple games, The Forest Burn clone will always double jump immediately. Always. If you let it do its thing, if you spawn a clone and don't mess around with it, it'll jump immediately every time. So I thought this is the clone, when actually he's holding the B button so that the clone falls down as if it's him. Like, he always usually falls down first. But he switched it. So now he's double jumping first. And you can tell it's him because he air dodges up. And the clone just does his wall jump. And now that he's in front of the clone, he's the one that's further or closer to the center stage. But Seggo was probably going for the one behind. I don't really know why he opted to pick the one in the front, but just letting you know, that is the depth that CakeAssault has really gone to with Forest Burn's recovery. Like, that is insane, and it's so hard to catch that. It's so hard. Like, but you can. But the thing is, the beautiful part is that you can catch it. It's just hard. But this game, and they asked me why I like this game more than Smash. After everything I've said in this one set, ask me again. Why do I like this game more than Smash? Look at the depth. I mean, Melee's different, but like the newer ones, why would I play those when I could play this game? And now it's beautiful. Weak back air, confirming in the down strong. That's the G5 ender. That's the G5 grand. Oh, that was just slow. This was guaranteed. Right? Okay, he dies here. Okay, he comes back. Beautiful down B, falling nair. Nair 2. That's the Seggo thing. If Seggo nairs you, always DI away. I mean, obviously, right? But because he's looking for an up B. I've watched a couple tournament sets, not even Heatwave 5. Some other recent tournament sets, and I was I was picking up Olympia, and I was looking for like good players to watch. So I was watching Seggo because people were recommending him, and I was watching some of his sets, and I was like, wow, he goes for Nair 2 up B quite often. So like, that's already something he's thinking about. Like, when he Nair 2s you, he's thinking about the option to do a up B. So that's something to be aware of. Oh no, the Cake is DIing away. But he hit this. Oh my God, delay. Oh my goodness, Seggo, the adaptation. And I know this is probably really annoying, guys, but it's game 5. I might as well cover this, right? So look at how he recovers this time. Like, so Cake is in this position. He realizes Olympia is in her edge guarding position, right? No crystal though, right? But he's probably still thinking about her down B. So what does he do this time to mix it up, right? And here's her down B, right? He stays in the smoke longer than usual. This time he upbeat in the smoke to stall out that down B. So this time he doesn't have to deal with his up B against the wall being contested with, right? And now he gets there, but he doesn't see this up B coming, so he doesn't tech it, because he was close enough to the wall to actually tech that in the reversal, but he doesn't because he wasn't ready for it. But he gets back on stage because of his great adaptation, and he gets rid of the crystal finally. Okay, up B fair, up air fair, and that's gonna take it. I don't think he was ready for that fair DI, obviously. So he dies. Great mix-ups from Seggo. Good DI. I mean, I'm shocked he didn't die holding that hard out on jab 3, but hey, we'll take those. Okay, wow, great mix-ups on the timing of coming down. I love her. Her dash kick's amazing. Okay, this down air. See, the thing about Olympia in this spot is that you don't really have, at least from my knowledge, a lot of options here. So like, yeah, you hit him with this crystal, right? But he's only at like 15%. If you spike him, he's gonna tech it anyway, right? It's like, it's not really like a lot you can do in this situation except reset it, which I think is why Seggo goes for so many down special, he goes for so many down specials after this to recrystallize you, because there isn't really much you can do off of this. Maybe fall through up B, but you know, he can tech at that point. I don't know. It's really hard to say. But he goes for down air, and if you look, it didn't do anything. Like, you can tech it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then where'd you put yourself as a result? You literally reverse the roles. So that's why it's better to get the crystal damage, or just use it as like a, that could have been a B. But it's probably better just to use the crystal as like a fear factor and not actually let it go. So anyway, speaking of crystal, he reset it up. Clone gets hit. Oh, that's a lot of coverage. That's just messed up, dude. That's a lot of coverage. So, okay. That's so much coverage. So this crystal, he already could have punished his up B with the crystal explosion, right? But he chose to hold on to it because a lot of mixes have been happening. He probably wasn't ready for it. Anyway, he crystallizes later than normal, which ends up hitting the clone. And now it's like, all right, well, he's up being, so I'm gonna just armor through this. This is essentially just a parry, to be real. Parry. This is a parry, but honestly, is this better than a parry? Is this better than a parry? because you can't really DI as well in here, if even at all. And you suffer so much extra hits. This is better than a parry. So honestly, he eats the up B better than a parry. Hashtag that. And then up B kills off the top, because good luck DIing that move at that high up. That's like a maple nair at the top. Just good luck, dude. It's not easy. And another ad. Wow. Alright, so now that we're back after those commercials, let's look at this interaction. So yeah, down air lands, right? And Cake understands the angle that Seggo's taking and the amount of hit stun his move has, and combos down there into Cape, right? And here's that 50-50, right? So you can either get down tilt. Actually, I mean, would down tilt even connect at that point? Honestly, F strong 2 may have just been the best case scenario, because I don't know if down tilt connects there. But he goes for it anyway, and Seggo was ready for the DI, so yeah. All there really is to say about the interaction. Here's that again, that early crystal. Parry down to, wow, that was, oh, I'm shocked he didn't die. What? Yep, okay. Wow, just that down special buff is keeping her so close to you. Yep. Oh my gosh, this side B is terrifying. I swear it is. Wow, actually though, that's crazy. So like what Seggo does here for the recovery, so Cake doesn't actually get rid of this crystal. He opts to get some smoke, and Seggo, I thought, would just charge one long side special, but instead he does a short one into a second one and then jumps out of it right before his crystal is destroyed, and then he air dodges up and then down specials over to back to neutral. Insane. That was actually insane. Cake is actually on his, oh wait, Cake's on his last stock? When did that happen? Alright, well, here we go. Last chance here, and he opts to start this stock off with a lot of smoke. He wants to make it as hard as possible for himself to get hit and give himself the most options as possible and up his neutral a lot. So like, here we go. Okay, a lot of movement. Oh, gets fared here, but there's that it's crazy. Here's that raster slipstream fair or slipstream clap comparison, right? That's insane. So Cake gets fared here, and he holds out. Like, look at how far he is from Seggo off rip. Like, you don't, like, you can't combo out of this, right? But there's a lot of hits done, and so he extends even more with a crystal that Cake holds in on this time, because he. Look, you gotta DI out and drift in to live a lot of moves. But if you get caught on drift in, you're DIing in. And so he holds in, and you have this really epic ass pose here. This honestly, 7 Loco, whoever does the next Genesis like opening, please use this. This is so sick. Like if you do like a full stream Zetterburn up strong animated thing, right? Like I think it was full stream versus was it Penguin? I think it was somebody. No, yeah, Penguin's Ori or something right there, right? And he gets like that shine up smash animated thing. This can be that also. Like look at how epic her fist raised here is with that shining crystal. That's so sick. And he gets the fair. And now it's like you can technically live, but my guy, were you ready for this? No, probably not. And he tries to quit, and you see press to start, and then he does. And he loses. And Seggo pops off triumphantly as he deserves. And that was just the set. That was so good. That was really, really good. And that's how I wanted to cover it. But, you know, even though I saw it the first time, I didn't see a lot of the stuff I saw the second time. So, man, I'm just excited to be a Rivals player. And I'm happy to be playing the game again. I gave it a little bit of a break. Emphasis on looking a little like 8-month break. But you know, that was amazing. So, all right, guys, that's all for me. Hope you guys have a good day, and it's been Rottweiler. Peace out.
In my hands, yes, Sylvanos looks top tier. When I hit him, I'ma take this shit to the next gear. Dog on the mic, immune to a shot collar. When y'all gonna learn that you cannot tame a Rottweiler? Some of y'all think that winning's a necessity. If I was clearing you the cake, the accessory. 1500 cells, man, homie, I'm the shit. Let's keep it climbing to the top, bitch. Where I